What's up guys, it's Drac, and this one's gonna be first person, both because I love the old school cool and because I'm ridiculously exhausted. I just got back from contract down in Orlando. I drove all the way up here. I didn't even get to sleep before I had to turn around and go all the way over to Camden, Tennessee, aka Tactical Mecca, to pick up, at long last, the Scabbard rigs from Kickstarter. So those are going to be shipping before the end of the year. Jinx is super duper excited for her first Christmas, and it turns out that a video every day in December is insane. We're still gonna do it. We're gonna make it happen, but I'm filming this one the day that it's going live. It is Christmas Eve. Jinx is pretty stoked. I actually still have a bunch of cooking to do, so I hope that if you celebrate, that you guys are having a merry and bright Christmas. It barely feels like that down in the south, so hopefully wherever you are, you've got a little bit of snow and some winter wonderland. However, I did get the chance to run by my P.O. box, which means that I could pick this up. Over here we have SN007, so a very British sort of blaster in terms of its serialization. This one comes to us from Northeast Designs. Now, Northeast Designs is, of course, the creator of the one and only Chimera, and this is an original design that's not a bullpup from Northeast Designs. So we've got red Protopasta, gold Filamentum, and black MH. So this is pretty exciting. There's certain parts that are 100% infill, certain parts that are 200 or 25% infill, and then we've got primary and all this stuff going on. So this is a very exciting blaster. It's an original design, and it's a hand cannon with an internal magazine. And the first thing that's striking me pulling it out of the box is I'm sort of blown away by how much larger it is than I thought it would be. And I get it, it has to be. This reminds me of the old, this is spare parts, I believe. This is like an extra breech, some extra O-rings. Jay, did you say happy holidays to the neighbor's dog? That's what you're doing, right? You're being very sweet. She's being very curious. Old Ben's house must smell differently than ours. This is some really good print work, and we're gonna bring it up here into the light. The Chimera suffered from some issues, some light ghosting, but I love this this Protopasta red. It's very sparkly. You can see some slight stuff going on here, but I really like the scale work on here. I like the stippling. I like how he uses machine screws to add in that serial number there, and it's a chunky pistol. Like, this is larger than my Deagle for sure. But what makes it special? Well, if you're looking for a magwell on it, you're not gonna find it. And I think it doubles as a pump grip. If you really want it to, that'll work as a pump grip. Does this auto retract? Okay, so there's a lot of clever things going on here. You prime back, you can see that the magazine is internal, built into the grip itself. So you're gonna prime back, let fly forward, and then fire. Pretty stiff trigger pull here, but a lot of power, and that's because the plunger is located underneath the barrel here. So this reminds me a great deal of something that we used to make where we do what were called double rainbows, where the rainbow would be an extension spring, or even in some ways like an ESLT. There's definitely a lot of old school NIC tinkering kind of derivations in here. And funky lever trigger for the catch, which is undoubtedly somewhere up here. Maybe we'll be able to see it when we've primed forward. Nope, certainly not. But overall, a very handsome hand cannon-esque blaster. I think priming it this way is going to feel more natural. The grip is good. It is a little chewy there, where the split is, but I guess it has to be bisected in order to function. Overall, the Venturi is something rare. It's not a derivation of something else. Like, this is, while it certainly has some inspirations, this is an 100% original design from Ben, and it looks really good. What do you think, Jinx? It's roughly the size of one little J. Have we gotten enough dog plug-in yet for the video? Have we featured Jinx enough for those of you that also are in love with her? Can we get your thumbs up for Jinx's first holiday season? No snow for her to camouflage in, sadly. So I don't know explicitly how to load this. We're gonna try pulling this back like this, and this is maybe perhaps one of the first, like, it almost needs a stop. Something that I could use to, okay, to get in there. But you can see the handle has a built-in magazine, and it works on a very similar principle to the Foam Blast springs for drum springs. It's got that extension spring in there, that torsion spring in there, and it's using that to hold itself open. So if we do that, we can pull that out. And did it lock back? Is there a way to lock it back? Oh no, how do I lock it forward? All right, well, the good news is we've somehow figured out a way to lock it back. So as long as we've done that, let's load up that magazine. So it holds 2, 3, 4, and if this is windy or what have you, then I'm sorry, but I gave Pat some time off in an effort to not burn him out the same way I'm burning myself out in December. So there will be no editing on this one. I think that was 5 or 6. I don't know. Counting is hard. Let's say it was 5. And we got a 6th one in there. You guys will be able to count better than I can. You could always rewind it. This holds a lot. We'll get a final count for you, but this is a pretty high onboard magazine capacity. We're using Worker Gen 2s because we have a lot of them. I'm sure it would be much better with DZP darts or Gen 3s. Let's say tentatively that I think I've overstuffed it. So let's pull this one out. Maybe it holds 8 or 9. And now we have to find out where the catch was. Oh, is it this? That would be very clever. So this appears to be a slide lock. And so this finger coming down should pull that down. This is very clever, Ben. Well done. So somehow you push that down and it's locked and it's loaded. So let's, before we even look at the chronograph numbers, let's put one down range and just see kind of how it feels. How does NIC style homemade hand cannon perform? So we should have one loaded and fire. It's a stiff trigger pull though. That's not bad. Seems like that one went down a little, so prime back. Forward, the auto retract is cool. We'll angle it as though we're aiming for somebody in that tree right now. And we hit the bottom of the tree. Okay. Are we not fully seated? So we can pop that up to get in here and then pop this down. So it seems like this is a blaster that's really going to reward familiarity. We might be about to double feed here too. Again, none of this this initial testing is designed to make like it seem like this is a frustrating blaster. It's actually not. I love learning about blasters this way. It's really about making sure that I don't have to edit this video. Well, that one flew very far but very funky. Probably a coincidence from the worker darts more than anything else. So let's put a couple over the chronograph, see what kind of results we get. Jinx, why do you always do this? All right, tilt over there. Nothing. All right, we should be good now. 153, not bad. Maybe a little bit better. 155, so consistently safe for SE&C play. I wonder if Ben had that in mind. 154, 153. I think I'm starting to get the hang of it. 141. Jinx, did you find a worker dart? And 158. So certainly plenty of power in this pistol platform. Alliteration aside, this is one sweet shooter. Definitely going to take it to war, definitely going to feature it there. Love that we got the old James Bond serial number. Saw the trailer for the new Bond. Looks pretty good. I think that Daniel Craig's getting a little old to be Bond, but definitely looks like a really, really good one. Love that he did my colors. Absolutely in love with this Protopasta red. I think that it's really, really nice. The logos, the integration, everything. It's clear that Ben put hundreds of hours worth of design and time and love into making sure that this was something that would be functional and fit his kind of unique aesthetic requirements. And then there's lots of little nods to like the Chimera. You can see we've got the carbon fiber priming bars over there, or under the priming bars of the guiding rails. I mean, just A very, very handsome, very clever design. The only thing that we're gonna have to do is figure out some sort of custom holster situation, because that's why I have a hand cannon if you can't whip it out. I do have a thigh rig for my Deagle. Everybody thinks it's ridiculous, but it makes you feel like some sort of sci-fi gunslinger. And I think that the Venturi would give you the same sort of vibrations out there on the foamy battlefield. So again, I want to wish you all a very happy holidays. I have no idea what my video tomorrow is going to be. I've got a lot of cooking to do, like I said, but I'll come up with something clever to either talk about, rant about, or maybe I'll even finish up one of these projects around here. But from my tiny little undead family to yours, a very happy holidays, no matter what you celebrate. Jinx!